Josh, I had someone to love and fill my life. Now that's gone. And I don't know what to do. I just can't face the rest of my life with someone I know I can respect, but never love.
You don't have to anymore.
Oh, someone's happy in their work today.
Why not? Or am I supposed to be having a bad day, according to the stars?
I really haven't had time to check it out.
Well, don't bother. Astrology has very little to do with the way I'm feeling. Well, the end of yet another perfect day. What can we do to forget it? Well, I'm hoping that Nurse Gordon's going to take me away from it all.
Sorry, I've got an old showbiz mate back in town. Hey, why not try someone on the senior staff?
Yeah. I hear Sister Benson's at a loose end. I thought I told you to cut that out.
Oh, come on, I was only kidding.
You were making a crack about Tanya. Look, things are rough enough between Pete and me without you stirring them up.
You didn't know what I meant.
Yeah, well, just leave it be, eh?
Okay, no need to get so heavy about it. Hey, sorry about tonight. I'd ask you along, but it'll be all showbiz chat, not much fun for you.
Well, don't fret about it. I've still got a few friends left, you know. Excuse me.
Hello? Oh. No, I'm afraid Kate isn't here at the moment. Can I take a message? No, I don't know where you'd catch up with her. You could try the hospital. Yes, I'm sure she'll be in later. All right. Goodbye. Hey, what are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe people were right. Maybe you just did go along with it to make sure I'd marry you. You don't want the boy, and you want more than a marriage of convenience.
Kate, I was beginning to get worried about you.
I got held up. There's no need for panic. Dinner's all organized.
Oh, that's the least of my worries. I must say you acted very unselfishly about Josh. I know how deeply you felt it.
I'd really rather not talk about that now, Raymond.
I understand that. But you must realize that I'm disappointed, too. Oh, I know there were times that I found it inconvenient to have the boy on my hands, but I was fond of him. And I think we got along very well.
You did your best, Raymond, I know that.
He once accused me of using the boy to gain my own ends. That hurt very deeply.
Let's not go back over all that, please.
All right. But it would mean a lot to me if we could work things out together. I still think we have a good partnership if we just work at it.
You knew from the start, Raymond, that our marriage was based on companionship and giving Josh a home.
Yes. But I've grown very fond of you, Kate. I just want you to think about it. These next few days are going to be very important to both of us. We have to find out what we can salvage from our relationship. Please promise me, Kate, that at least you'll think about it.
Morning.
Morning, Dr. Dana.
Morning, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. Morning. Morning, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You right?
Do you know that you're still hot favourite in the Casanova Cup, Doctor?
Frankly, nurse, I find the whole thing a very big yawn. Besides, I thought you were promoting Gavin Morris.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure he gives you a run for the money. And Dr. Ahmed's looking for you.
Me? Ah. Well, if it's medical, tell her I'm in the wards. If it's not, tell her I'm unavailable.
Libra, watch your temper and gear up for entertainment. Sorry, black spot and bad for travel. And you're both late.
That's because we couldn't get you out of the shower.
Oh, why didn't you come and tell me you were waiting? You know, I can never resist the personal touch.
Yes, well, I've got a better idea. We'll just turn the water off at the mains.
Oh, tomatoes, Ada. They're fantastic. I'll bring you in some. Yeah.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't. Mine didn't come up yet.
One of those, please, Ada.
Hello, somebody else didn't have their breakfast? Listen, have you done my chart yet?
Afraid not. We'll have to try and pinpoint when you were born.
Oh, I know it was dark and cudgy. Always
Dennis,
dark and cudgy.
something really odd happened just now.
Oh?
Well, that guy was around again. He wanted me to show him the bed allocation list.
What guy?
The one who was looking for someone called Mears.
What did you say?
Well, I told him to check at reception. Uh-oh, I'm due over there right now. Ciao.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good job.
Chocolate milk, thanks, Ada.
Chocolate milk, right.
I wonder what that Bernie Woodward's doing wandering around the women's wards.
Hi, coffee, please.
Coffee,
I've seen Bernie Woodward on TV.
He's a pretty big deal reporter. I think we must have a VIP on the premises.
I'll see you later, Ada.
Yeah, right.
What was that look for, Ada?
I don't know what you mean.
Come on, Ada, you know something.
I know you haven't paid for that chocolate milk. Nothing more goes on this slate until you settle up. Give.
If I tell you who Dr. Santo took to the pictures last night, will you tell?
He went out with Sister Campbell and they went back to her place for supper afterwards. What do you make of that? Yes, thank you. Off you go, both of you. I've got sandwiches to do for lunch.
Oh, that's a good idea, Raymond. Let me know as soon as Dr. Wheatley arrives, please.
How did it go?
Oh, Brian's very enthusiastic about the surgical coordination scheme. He's set up several meetings already. Unfortunately, that means I'll have to fly to Melbourne tonight.
Tonight?
Well, I need to have a preliminary chat with Dr. Reed before the meeting tomorrow.
Well, it's all a bit sudden, isn't it?
Yes, I didn't know Brian had already set the wheels in motion. But as they say, it's only overnight.
You said the next few days were very important, and the first thing you do is take off interstate.
It's hospital business, Kate, and as I say, I'll be back tomorrow. You'll be all right, won't you?
Yes, yes, of course.
Good. Well, I'll see you later. I'm taking the late plane out. Morning, Dad.
Hi, Raymond.
I'll let Brian know you're here.
We need to talk, Kate.
Brian asked to be told the moment you arrived.
We can't ignore it.
I'm awfully busy, Dan. Dr. Wheatley's here for his appointment.
Ask him to come in, please.
Something happened between us, and it's not going to go away.
Bernie Woodward, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah, well, if you want to inquire about a patient, don't you think you should do it through reception?
What's it to you?
Listen, mate, patients come in here to get better. The doctors decide who'll have visitors and when. So why don't you go through the regulation channels like a security to throw you out?
Watch it, Sonny. VJ just happens to be a personal friend.
Ah.
I don't think he'd like your approach.
No, and I don't like yours, so beat it.
What's going on here, Johnson?
I was just explaining to Mr. Woodward that we have regulations around here. And they don't include reporters wandering in and out of wards sniffing out stories.
I'm here to interview a specific patient.
You've got an appointment, have you?
No, he hasn't. He doesn't even know whether she's in this hospital.
I'll take you to Matron. He'll be able to sort it out for you.
Nah, forget it. I'll be back. Takes more than a junior nurse to get between me and a story when I want it. And this one I really want.
Nice little sandwiches and some of me sultana loaf. It turned out beautifully. It's an easy recipe, you know.
Thanks, Ada, but I'm a bit pushed at the moment.
Oh, well, yes, of course. Good morning, Doctor.
But I did want to talk to you about a couple of recipes from your cookbook.
Oh?
I'm doing something wrong, but I
Yes?
don't know what.
Oh, well, why don't I go downstairs and get the book and we'll go
well,
through
I
the
didn't
recipe.
mean now, later.
Oh, I see.
Kate, come in, will you, please?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Ah, Ada's been out for a bit of a chat, has she?
Yes.
Look, I've had this idea that I think might appeal to you. I put Dr. Wheatley on the surgical coordination scheme. Well, it's obvious he and Raymond like each other. He's the man for it, anyway.
I suppose he is.
It's going to involve quite a bit of typing, reports, minutes, that sort of thing. I thought you might like to take it on.
I'd rather not, Brian. I mean, well, I do have a house to look after and meals to cook. I'll organize someone from the typing pool who'd like the overtime.
Oh, all right, it was just an idea.
I'll get us some coffee.
Thanks.
Now over to Wapping to see what's brewing.
Gentlemen, I've called this meeting to talk bags.
Too many late nights, if you ask me.
Not the bags under your eyes, chump.
Windbags?
I'm talking big bags.
I've brought you some PG.
The perfect example. PG tips use big bags which give the leaves more room to create that special PG taste. You see, gentlemen, the
Size is important after all.
There's no other tea to beat PG.
It's the taste.
So what's a little dandruff?
Okay, big brother, imagine you're at the social event of the year and your dream girl says hello, just as you do this. Her first impression, what a hunk, and only a few flakes.
Give me a break.
The breaks are you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
So?
So ordinary shampoos won't fix your problem. Try this.
Head and Shoulders. You don't have dandruff.
Ta-da!
Head and Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Heard about the Poms coming?
How's that?
It's the Sport and Chance game in the Daily Star. They just match the number on the card with the one in the paper, and that could win them a fortnight for two down under.
Bit of a waste, isn't it? What, buying them return tickets?
Hurry! New improved Fairy Liquid is now at 1988 prices, but not for long. So stock up while it's down.
Ladies, gentlemen, and children, introducing the new tasting St. Ivel Gold. Richer, with a more buttery flavor, but still only half the fat of butter. Enjoy. St. Ivel Gold. Tastes more buttery than ever.
It's the police. They want to speak to you personally.
Hello? Oh, it's you, John. Thank you, Maureen.
Sorry it's so late, but you're so helpful with our new mortgage. And we have all sorts of mortgages at Abbey National, so we can fit mortgages to people, not the other way round. Cash in hand, cashing checks. Newlywed mortgages, policeman mortgages. Abbey National. The habit of a lifetime.
The lottery ticket. Every ticket you buy distributes 25p to charities and other good causes. Just scratch the card and match 3 like amounts. And win up to £10,000. Lots of people can win lots of money. The lottery ticket. Price £1. Scratching can be catching.
I've been telling Brooke about Mr. Woodward. Did you manage to get rid of him, Dennis?
Yes, but I think he's determined to try again.
Well, he's got a pretty good reputation as a journalist.
He's got a reputation for being ruthless when he goes after a story.
You know, well, I think it's something of a compliment that after all these years, they still want to write about you.
Perhaps. But I'm not quite up to that sort of interview. Besides, he should have gone through the proper channels instead of sneaking around trying to find me. He should have checked up with my doctor first.
Well, he won't be worrying you if I've got anything to do with it.
Thank you, Dennis. You're always so good to me.
Yes, well, look, I have to be running along to the office now.
Oh, can't you spare a few more minutes?
Sorry, I've got a million things to do. I'll try and get in tomorrow. Huh?
All right. But don't work too hard.
The doc says you can take short walks so long as you've got a nurse with you.
That would be nice.
I'll have a talk with them. See if they'll let me go with you, eh?
I'd like that.
All right. Keep smiling.
I got a great idea.
If it's the same one you had yesterday, forget it.
No, whole new approach. How about I toss a coin, heads you come out with me, tails we go out together?
Either way, you win.
No, you get me anyway.
Well? No, don't tell me. I've definitely heard that sound before. It'll come to me. It was a long time ago. Gee, Laughter. Laughter.
Give the man the money. And you might suggest to Dr. Holland that he try it sometimes. It might be a new experience for him.
No discussing senior staff nurse, unless, of course, you've got a hot little bit of gossip you'd like to pass on to me.
Dr. Santo took
Norma Campbell to the pictures. Been there, heard that.
Well, you might as well get yourself a copy of Probe.
Probe, done that.
Ask Ada, she knows it all before it happens.
Yes, and even if she doesn't, she makes it up.
They're screaming for you in casualty, orderly, and you, according to Sister Wright, should be in the wards.
Great to be wanted.
Great. Don't forget that new experience for him.
What's she raving on about?
Oh, just a joke.
Well, old Sherry's on your list, eh? Scraping the barrel a bit.
Well, we can't all just pick 'em, use 'em, and dump 'em when we're bored, can we?
That wouldn't be a particularly unsubtle remark about Maggie, now, would it?
Well, I wouldn't know what you're up to there, mate, but, well, I hope you do.
Well, all I had to do was chase up the nephew. I could have saved myself a lot of time.
Well, I didn't think the press would still be interested in my aunt. I mean, you know, the Hollywood days were a long, long time ago.
Which makes her something of a living legend. You, think your aunt's up to this? Being interviewed? Telling a story?
Well, we'll have to talk to her, of course, but, yeah, I think so, yes.
And you can smell the money.
Look, the reason I approached you is because, well, if someone's going to do it, I would rather it was a journalist with a decent reputation who'll be able to tell her story properly.
And a newspaper that can afford to come through with the cash. Look, Mr. McCready, I'm not interested in your motives. Just the story. You and your aunt can fight over the financing.
Well, I got a pretty good idea who'll end up with it.
Just stay out of this, will you, Jamison? Otherwise, you're going to find yourself on report again.
You were the one who was so concerned that your aunt's health might deteriorate if you wrote that story. It was just a big front, wasn't it? You didn't want her to have a new interest. Something would make her fight to get better again. That didn't work. So now you're going to play it the other way. Throw her to the wolves, grab the money. Forget whether she's well enough to stand up to it.
Mr. Woodward, I think it might be a good idea if you talk to me, personally.
I've been wanting to do that for a long time. They've been showing a lot of your old movies lately. My paper would like your story.
You don't have to talk to anyone. I'll get Dr. Shaw.
I'm sorry, Dennis, but I couldn't stop her.
I'll take full responsibility for that, nurse. I always insisted on negotiating my own contracts, and I'll take full responsibility for negotiating this one, too.
You've got some pretty loyal supporters around here.
Yes. And it's people like young Dennis that have made me realize that people aren't concerned with how I may look now. They remember me as an actress, and as someone who gave them pleasure. That's what made me change my mind about letting you do the story.
I've promised Dr. Shaw I'll make the interviews short. Now, there's no rush, and there won't be any stress. I wouldn't be game to do the wrong thing, not with Nurse Jamison watching over you the way he does. Is everything right with the financial arrangements?
More than generous. But, of course, I'd like it in writing.
Of course. It's okay, I'm going. And just for the record, I'm a Lillian Mears fan myself.
Thank you.
You sure you're okay?
Fine. And I thank you, Dennis, for the way you spoke up for me. I knew Brooke wasn't over fond of me. But today I realized, only too clearly, that it's just the money he was interested in.
I don't understand that. I'd be so proud if you were my aunt. And not just because you're a film star either.
Thank you, Dennis. That means more to me than any newspaper article.
Would you like me to come and see you off, Raymond?
No, my dear. Time I get there, it'll be time to check in and board my flight.
I expect so.
Kate, I really didn't mean to rush you. I just want you to be happy. And if I can do that, I'll be content. Bye now.
Are you driving Raymond to the airport?
No, he's already gone.
Well, you can pack up and go home, John.
I'd like to talk to you, Brian.
Oh, by all means, sit down. Sorry. Oh, I see. Well, I'll be right down. Sorry, Kate, but I've got to get down to men's surgical. I don't imagine I'll be long if you want to wait.
No, I think I'll go.
Oh. Well, see you in the morning, then.
Yes.
Something wrong with the beer?
No, no, it's fine.
Oh, fine. You're just not going to drink it?
No, I'm not, Mike. No, I am not. I'll see you later.
Yeah, all right.
I was just talking to Maggie.
Maggie, surprise, surprise.
Yeah. We are going to go and see a movie. Why don't you come?
You gotta be kidding.
Why don't you take a bird out to dinner? It's a nice, diverting female company.
It's not that simple. Some people may find that's the answer. I don't. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. It wasn't meant as a crack. I'm a bit confused. I don't know what I want.
Last offer.
Well, I suppose.
Maggie be pleased.
All right. I'll just tell Murray.
Good.
You were expecting me, weren't you?
Please go, Dan. This is futile for both of us.
Are you saying that you don't want me here? Is that it? Are you?
I'm begging you not to get me any more confused than I already
You're
am.
not confused, Kate, no more than I am. I know exactly how I feel, and so do you, and what we want.
And I'm married.
When are you going to stop denying yourself everything that you really want? I mean, nobody's that strong, Kate, not even you.
I went into this with Raymond with my eyes open.
Yeah, and you're feeling safely locked away. Well, it won't work for you. You can't spend your life being a companion, a wife in name only to a man who's so much older than yourself.
And you can give me what I really want? Is that what you're saying? You hardly know me, Dan.
And let me put it to you this way. I spent half my life waiting for Pauline. And I'm not going to do the same with you.
Wednesday on Granada, and Deirdre's morale is low.
Can I have the rest of my French trip money? I still owe £75.
You must be joking.
Oh, Mum, there's a meeting today. Nearly everybody's paid already.
Yeah, well, maybe they haven't got single-parent, unemployed families.
I will be able to go, won't I?
Of course you will, love. Look, I'm going to the job centre today to find a job. Just tell your teacher the money's coming.
At 7:10, the international sports highlight of the week comes to you from Rotterdam. This year, English football has returned to Europe, and now it's the turn of the mighty Reds, Manchester United, to take on Spain's greatest, Barcelona, in the final of the European Cup Winners' Cup. At 9:15, Frank Sinatra and Leslie Howard take on the might of the Gestapo.
Suppose you do rig and escape. How many men do you figure to get clear?
Colonel Ryan, if one gets out, it's a victory.
A good ration of history, drama and action, and it's all happening here for you on Granada.
The Raggy Dolls begin children's ITV in a couple of minutes when there's a doll overboard. That's followed by another tale from Bangers and Mash at 4:05. And at 4:15, more talented youngsters prove they can do it on TV. And rounding off this afternoon's lineup, Palace Hill at 4:40.
Semi-skimmed, 1 silver top, number 18. Oh, rice pudding tonight. Let's. What are you playing at? You know they're away for a fortnight. But next door want 2 extra. Go on then.
Whatever your order, your milkman can deliver all the fresh milk you'll ever need.
Empties.
We could be with you, Auntie Vi and Uncle Bert. You'll have to play without us tonight, Dave. Signed, all the lads. Yeah! Pine Colonial, 6-panel interior door, £26.99 at B&Q. From Uncle Bill.
B&Q. Price is so low, you just have to tell somebody.
Close your eyes, Mr. Kipling told my grandson, and tell me what you can taste. It was a caramel shortcake, a soft, crumbly shortcake base topped with chewy caramel and a figure-of-8 design. The boy gave his verdict. It tastes all wiggly, he said. And this was a compliment, it seems.
I want to relax. I want to be alone. Unfortunately, I'm going with him.
I want to go clap-clap!
How about a Caribbean cruise? You could stay in your cabin, madam.
At Pickford's Travel, we'll help just about anyone find the holiday that's right for them, with discounts of up to £275 for 2.
Well, he could go island hopping.
Pickford's Travel. We don't just tell you where to go.
Get me detergent and fabric softener.
Detergent, softener.
Don't forget my purse.
That's not enough. I'm dead. Bold Ultra all-in-one. Planes, the softener in it. I've got enough. Thanks, but no thanks.
You made a good choice. Was it expensive?
Actually, it costs less than the auto.
Less? Brilliant. Then we'll be buying your Bold Ultra from now on. Won't you?
It's a lot easier to get all your weekend milk from your milkman.